doing this with white pieces. First, I just to move my pawn to d4, which is a move. Moved its knight to f6. Now I should move my other knight to c3. It moved its pawn to d5. Now I can also develop my knight to f3. It moved its bishop to f5. Now I should also develop my bishop to f4. It moved its pawn to e6. So I should move my pawn to e3. It moved its bishop to d6. So I should capture it with my bishop. It recaptured my bishop with its queen. But now I can move my knight to b5, threatening its queen. It retreated its queen to d7, threatening my knight. But my knight is already being protected by my bishop. So I should move my bishop to e2. Moved its pawn to c6, also attacking my knight. But I should respond to that and move my knight to c3. Moved its queen to d6. Now it is threatening this pawn, but my rook is protecting it, so it won't matter much. But for now, I should castle to the king's side. It retreated its queen to f8. Now I should take advantage of its move and to move my knight to e5, which is a great outpost. It moved its other knight to d7, so I'm forced to capture it. It recaptured my knight with its king. Now it can't castle anymore, which is a great benefit for me. So I should move my knight to a4. It moved its pawn to b5, threatening my knight. So I should move my knight to c5, giving a check to the king, and it is a great move. It moved its king to e7. Now I should move my bishop to f3. It moved its knight to e4. So I should capture that knight with my bishop, which is a great move. It recaptured my bishop with its pawn. Now I can move my pawn to f3. It moved its rook to d8. So now I can just capture that pawn on e4 with my pawn. It didn't recapture, but it moved its bishop to g6. So now I should take this opportunity and to move my knight to b7, threatening its rook. It moved its pawn to f6. So now I can just capture its rook with my knight. It recaptured my knight with its king. Now I should move my pawn to e5. It moved its queen to f7. So I should capture that pawn with my pawn. It recaptured my pawn with its pawn. Now I should move my queen to f3, which is a good move. It moved its king to c7, protecting this pawn, which I was about to capture with my queen. But now I should move my rook to d1. It moved its queen to f8. Now I should move my pawn to b3. It captured my pawn on c2 with its bishop and attacked my rook. So I should move my rook to d2, attacking that bishop. It retreated its bishop back to f5. Now I should move my rook to c1, attacking this pawn. It moved its queen to e8, protecting this. I should move my pawn to h3, which is a good move. Moved its king to b7. Now I can move my pawn to g4, attacking this bishop. It retreated its bishop to g6. So now I should try to capture this pawn, which I cannot do, because if I will capture this, the queen will recapture, my queen will capture it, and the king will capture my queen. Now I should move my pawn to a4. It moved its pawn to h5, so I should capture it with my pawn. It recaptured my pawn with its bishop, and now it is attacking my queen. I can just capture this free pawn on f6 with my queen. It moved its rook to f8, threatening my queen. So now I should move my queen to h4. It moved its rook to g8, checking my king. So I should move my king to f1. It captured my pawn on a4 with its pawn, so I should recapture it. It moved its queen to f7, giving a check to my king. So I should move my king to e1. But it did checkmate with the rook to g1, which was not expected by me. So now let's review the game. Now it is analyzing the game. let's see which moves we made. None of us made any brilliant moves. Didn't make any. I made it 13 best moves, but it only made it 12 best moves. I made 2 mistakes and it also made 2 mistakes. I made 1 miss, it made 2 misses. And I made 1 blunder, but it didn't make any. Now, let's start the review. Now, I will just let you listen to what the coach is saying because it will give a better explanation.
Their bishop comes into play, supporting the center. The only move, and you found it. Good awareness keeps the knight alive here. Your best move is to attack a pawn chain. You captured a free pawn. You won material by capturing a rook. That pawn was yours for the taking. Your better option was to block a check from the opposing rook. You allowed the opponent to checkmate the king. Sorry that one didn't go your way, but it happens to all of us.
So, I hope that you liked the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Please comment how you thought the video was. And have a great day.